It's championship time here from Los Angeles at the Nissan Heisman House Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football 25. Let's head down the tunnel. Reggie, I know that gets you fired up. Seeing the tunnel.
I love coming out that tunnel, baby. Ain't nothing like running out of that tunnel.
It is going to be DCroft on offense first. And he's
early.
How about the O-line?
Wow.
Blocking. And just like that, DCroft's on top.
I was just talking Dimes up about his great defense, but man, Croft came out with just a home run right up the gut.
Man,
they don't get no better than that right there.
There's no better feeling than that right there. Big game. You're a little bit nervous about scoring.
I gotta imagine if you're the running back, you're going to your O-line. Just good job, guys.
What?
To you guys were the heroes there.
I'm buying y'all dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever y'all need after this game.
Yes, sir. Hey, when you know Reggie Bush is watching, you gotta hit a big run play at least one time.
Man.
We'll see if Dime's gonna hit one.
And what's fascinating, Siv, is again DCroft not really known as a runner. He wants to air it out, throw it out of that bunch. So coming out with a run play on first down and having the run stick, that's big for him because it's going to keep Dimes thinking about that.
Well, that's why it's so big. Like, he doesn't even run like that, so it's like now Dimes is unpredictable. You don't know.
Exactly.
Little. I don't even know if that was a bubble. Was that just a straight?
That was a wide receiver screen. He just flipped his hips, a little smoke screen.
Stop that pick six.
And the one thing about big plays in championship games, it just takes the air out of the other team.
Mm-hmm. So I'm curious how DCroft ends up playing this because he got that 3 wide receiver. He's gonna flip it. All right.
Now you have to answer here. You want to answer here if you're Dimes.
I think, and that's as he goes to the gun Y off trips, gives it to Kamara. Pick up a couple, and I think, Reggie, that's a great point, is not just answering, but not getting away from your game plan early just because of that big play.
Exactly. And that's what I talked about before the game. You have to stay focused within your game plan and do what you came here to accomplish, despite what's happening around you.
Go back to that Y off trips. He really likes this duo run.
Yeah.
Out of Y off, hands it to Kamara, bounces it outside. He has some blockers, and that's a really nice play by the corner on the edge. Can bring up a 3rd and 1.
And I wonder if, did Croft score too fast, right? Like, did he score too quick that now you give Dimes a chance to really control the clock, run the football, stay in possession, and then score, which that also can be a great answer for a big play like that.
Yeah, and early, I mean, Dimes actually kind of toting the pill on him a little bit. Yeah. Not really much answer. I'm curious, the way Dimes has been able to take runs and be able to cut them outside. Like, if you watch this little red arrow from the halfback, you have that direction where he's supposed to go. He's able to cut it inside, cut it outside. It's just massive, massive, massive for a run game.
Finally got a little shed on the inside.
Loss there.
Maybe a loss of 3.
Penetration in the run game kills run plays.
I gotta get the what does the kid say? The aura check from Eli. Those JMU uniforms, the purple pants with the white, that's clean.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely like it. I love their logo, too. Like, just a boom, JMU like that. That's definitely fire, but...
Shout out to the Dukes.
A little East Carolina.
You feel me? Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Pirates. Red pass.
If that was accurate, that might have gotten picked. Good switch stick underneath. That's that same route combo Dimes went to essentially win the game last game with that halfback wheel wide side.
Beautiful. So, Reggie, with you playing in obviously some big games, the biggest game in the NFL and in college, what advice would you give, to these gentlemen right here if you could in this moment?
Just to execute your game plan, right? It's about execution, about doing your job and doing what you have to do. Listen, other team, they may score points, they may make plays, but at the end of the day, we got to continue to do what we came to do.
This is a big 4th down. 4th and 5. Empty it out for Cam Newton, the Auburn Tiger. He's got 3 curl routes and 2 speed outs. Okay, he's going to go to a corner route right side.
Okay, high low
wide
right
set.
side.
Newton looking corner route. Doesn't drop it in a bucket.
That was a nice throw because I think he was looking for the out route on that play, which would have gotten him the easy first down.
Got that little zone to drop
because
just a little bit.
the corner didn't get back deep enough, he was able to fit that in.
And my guess is it probably helps when you got Cam Newton throwing to Steph Diggs. That's probably probably helpful.
No, Dimes converting those situations. It's just not where he wants to be.
Shifty. There's that shifty ability going crazy.
And what's crazy is that in real life, Alvin Kamara is just like that. Like, he's so slippery, so shifty, and it's just unbelievable the balance that he has, when he's running the football.
Talk about a weapon out of the backfield. I mean, somebody catching passes. I'm curious.
He's a nightmare.
Well, and again, you were somebody who were very comfortable catching passes, returning punts, running the ball. which part of it was, I mean, I got to imagine running the ball is probably your favorite, but what was it like catching passes out of the backfield?
You know what's unique is actually I felt like my best work was not as a running back. I felt like my best work was as a returner. Because as a running back, you have specific plays and holes that you're designed to go through, right? As a punt returner, kick returner, the entire field is wide open. And it's now just, hey, go make a play. And that's where I felt like I was at my most creative, was when I could just go make a play. And there was really no structure to the game, to the play.
I got to tell you, I got a chance this year. I went to USC, UCLA at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
I know that they're both LA, but I'm not gonna lie, the Trojans showed out in Pasadena. It's a little handoff up the middle, trying to pick up a couple. It's not a long travel, but I'll tell you, there was a whole lot of fight on out there.
Absolutely,
it felt like a home game.
I like the momentum that Dimes has right now. He's running his football well. He really hasn't.
He has stuck to his game plan.
Yeah, he's sticking to his game plan, and he's chewing up the clock.
He's gonna go goal line, a little eye tight. Motions the fullback out. There's a lot of big bodies out there blocking. Toby Gerhardt trying to find some room. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think if it comes down to 4th and goal from the 2, I like Dimes to go for it.
Oh, yeah. You got to go for it. You got this far down here, you got to go for it.
He told me he doesn't like kicking field goals or punting the ball. He told me that backstage. So.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy slander to the kickers out there. They're just out there doing their job, and he's like, I don't like you. I don't want to see you on my field. 3rd and goal. As we near the end of the first quarter, it was a first play touchdown for DCroft. It has been all Dimes with the ball, but not yet in the end zone. 7-0 your score. You're in the championship game. Motions the halfback. Newton back to pass. Pressure
X
up.
wide open.
Oh! Roughing the passer. No, it's illegal contact. Decline it. Put 6 on the board. What an answer from P.A. Dimes.
Well, he caught it and dropped it so quick. I wasn't sure if he scored for a second.
Dude, it's one of those where you want him to hold on just for a second. He caught that.
Just
like,
be
nope.
careful. Just be careful. Hold it on for like 2-3 seconds before you drop it.
It's got to be wild for you watching so much football these days, and we've seen a couple times this year guys dropping the ball the 1 yard line. That's got to drive it.
It drives me
crazy.
so crazy, and I can't even tell you. Every time I see it, I just get angry on the inside because. Why wouldn't you want to take that football with you all the way through the end zone, you know what I'm saying, and show the crowd or whatever that is?
Right.
Like, I don't understand where this era of just dropping the ball right before we get to the 1 yard line has become a thing.
Man, these celebrations have just become so crazy now. They can't do one with a football in their hand, so I feel like they're just trying to hurry up and drop it.
I ain't gonna lie though, I
I
find there's something incredibly satisfying about taking it through the end zone and just walking over to the refs and
Absolutely.
hand it to him.
No.
I love that perfect.
That's what we did when I was at USC, and you go back and watch any of our old USC film. We would score and hand the football to the referee. And there's something like, I know it's not the sexiest, right? But it's something that's demoralizing to the defense when it's like,
here you go, sir.
We're coming right back.
Yeah, we'll get that back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Newton back to pass, taking a deep
risky.
shot.
That was risky.
4th and 8, 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
This is, remember, DCroft had that 1-play touchdown last drive, so this is actually his first drive.
This is a big play right. This is a big 4th down right here.
Dimes had good pass defense.
Yeah, this is huge for Dimes. If he can get to stop here, he'll get great field position.
Exactly.
4th down and 8. Newton back to pass. He looks underneath. Great find. Steph breaking tackles and breaking hearts. Pick up the first down. End of 1. Just what we expected. 7-7 ball game.
We're seeing the same thing as what happened last game with DCroft, where like on 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, he's not taking the quick check down, especially the drag crossing his face. He keeps on taking on 4th down, but it's risky kind of being aggressive too early like that, getting to 4th down consistently. Watch this ISO drag. There we go.
Yeah. When you're in man coverage, it's hard to stop those crossing routes. It is so hard to stop those crossing routes. And it's the perfect play call, when you have somebody in that specific coverage.
4:45 to go here, second quarter championship game here from the Nissan Heisman House Challenge. 10K on the line, and all new Nissan Kicks on the line, and that honorary key to the Nissan Heisman House.
Oh!
I thought he had it.
Wow.
Barely a
I
step
thought he had that.
outside. Had good leverage on him. What I like about what Dimes doing on defense, every single play, whether or not he's sending pressure or not, the defense is looking almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
6 up front, got that user middle linebacker coming down right here in the B gap.
Yep.
Just showing blitz. You never know if he actually is right there, full coverage.
Oh, great job stopping it. Oh, he's going to run.
There goes Newton. Picks up 9.
And that's something that both of these guys can do anytime they want, right? They can just drop back and run the football with Cam Newton and go rip off 8-9 yards.
And that's what's crazy is you look back, mid-2000s, you had your Bradys, your Brees, your Phillip Rivers. There wasn't a lot of scrambling. You basically had Michael Vick, and that was kind of it. And now, it's almost like we've completely shifted where the pocket quarterback, people don't want that. They want some mobility back there, even just a little bit. Like, I would not consider Josh Allen a particularly fast quarterback, but the way he runs the ball, his ability to do that,
He's a beast.
that's got to be such an advantage for
He's
a
a
team
true,
like Buffalo.
true dual threat quarterback.
He runs like a linebacker.
Yeah, and you don't want to, if you're a safety and you got a one-on-one tackle this guy, you don't want that.
Good luck.
I promise you, corners and safeties don't want that one-on-one.
Good luck wrapping him up. 2nd down and 10. In the shotgun is Newton, bunch to the right side, Sutler receiver, wide left. It's Newton back to pass, waiting, looking,
sack.
in trouble, and
First
down
sack.
he goes. He had time,
That's
but
a big
eventually,
sack.
that's on the corners. Did a
Yeah.
great job at defending that.
Yeah, that was a big sack right there, big play. Pushed him back, 10, 15 yards.
I'm waiting for Dimes to send pressure from this. Every time he's kind of bluffing the pressure. I'm waiting for him to send outside backers.
Still only a 4-man
Yeah.
rush. Back to pass is Cam, looking right side.
Oh!
Almost picked
That
off.
was almost a pick.
I thought it was a touchdown, and then the
pick.
corner jumps underneath the tight end. It could have been going the other way.
He broke on that at the right time. That was a great play. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, he missed it.
It'll be 4th and 14.
Field goal.
Kick is up. So he's going to get points out of this drive, but that's going to feel like a win for Dimes, right?
I think that's smart. Well, I think it's definitely a win for Dimes. That sack was huge that he got, but stopping him in that situation is definitely huge because that's a touchdown off the board. And now he's within 1 score to take the lead.
Right, and Dimes is getting ball at half, 2 5-minute quarters. If he's able to score a touch on this drive, really milk the clock underneath 30 seconds, go up 4 going to half, get ball, just score again. You almost control the game without him ever seeing the ball.
These games are won and lost. The last couple minutes of the first half, the first couple minutes of the second half.
Yeah.
As he misses on the play. I'm curious for you, as somebody, football being your life, how much of a blessing it's been going from the game to be able to work in television and continue to stay connected to the game.
Great. It's been awesome because, now I get to look at it from a different lens, right? I was, as a player, that's one lens, right? That's one set of, one lens that you're looking at the game through. And now I kind of get to look at it from the lens of a coach, right? I get a chance to analyze the defenses and the schemes and the offenses and things like that. And so I'm a true football fan, and I love being able to do this, man. This is definitely
It's so much fun.
Has it changed your perspective of the game quite a bit?
It has, because I've become more of a student of the game, right? Because now I'm looking at everything, right? As a coach, I'm looking at offense, I'm looking at defense, I'm looking at how much time does a quarterback have to throw the football, right? Are you getting pressure on the quarterback, or is he delivering the football within those 3 seconds that he needs to get the ball out? And so I'm just kind of studying everything, and I think that's what's most fun for me. When I was playing, it was more so just I'm focusing on what I got to do.
I got to do my assignment.
I got to do my assignments. I got to complete my assignments. But now I get a chance to just analyze everything.
Well, interesting. 4th and 12 now. He's lucky that last play wasn't picked off. And now we get 3:06 to go. Calls a timeout. And he's going for this. He says he really doesn't like special teams out there.
And again, this is one of those situations where if he doesn't get it, you're giving the football to DCroft. Was great field position.
23-yard line is what you're looking at. 4th and 12. Play clock down to 3. Back to pass is Newton. Pressure up the middle. Has a sit route, but he does not hold on to it.
Wow.
And just like that, a turnover on downs. A huge momentum play before the half.
A huge momentum shift right before the half. Croft we know he can score. We know he's creative. But Dimes did a great job at stopping him and shutting him down. So I have to believe that that's what's going through Dimes' head right now. He's feeling like, I got the upper hand here on defense. I've been able to shut this guy down in this first half. I can do it again.
And what's interesting? First play hits the home run. It's been really nice run defense from Dimes, not letting Alvin Kamara get loose.
Yes. He got loose early, right?
Yeah.
Early on, and then he's kind of shut him down ever since.
Well, I think DCroft's on 1st and 10 starting to get a little predictable. He's got to go back to that.
Oh, my. That one could have been turned over. 3rd down and 11.
That was close.
And Dimes is begging for it. I deserve the pick there.
That was close.
My family's watching. You got to give me that.
Another 3rd and long. It's the offensive coordinator's nightmare.
I'm waiting for the pressure. Again, coverage.
Looks underneath.
Got
It's not
everybody
there.
covered.
Newton
No,
out of the
it's not
pocket.
there.
It's
Yeah,
not
throw it
there.
away.
It's 4th down. Does DCroft settle for another field goal? Yes, he does. Another win for Dimes defense.
He's starting to really tighten up and learn, what DCroft is trying to do. And we didn't really see that in the first game that DCroft played. And now we're seeing this defensive scheme really take over and start to find his balance.
And that's why Dimes is so fine going for it on 4th down earlier. Just ends up getting us up, so it's like it
He knows he's
doesn't
gonna play
matter
good defense.
that much.
Yeah.
And we saw that in the semifinal. He said he went for it on 4th and goal from the 2 because he felt so comfortable playing defense that even if he turned it over and he got the
He
pick
knows he'll get
6.
a stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't want to keep giving up field goals.
Right, it's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah,
I will say
is.
Dimes has shown out on offense, but he's needed to that 4th. I was actually surprised he got stopped just because he's done such a good job so far.
Well, back to work on offense. Can he find a little offensive momentum? Well, he can find his right guard, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Alvin Kamara was having a personal meeting with him. Just want to let you know you're doing a great job. Can you get out of my way, please? Excuse me.
I wonder if, we saw a flea flicker at the end of the last game. I wonder if any one of these guys has a play up his sleeve that he's saving for the end.
If there's somebody who will have that, it's V8.
Dimes told me, I can't tell you what, but I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. That's what he told me before the game. I'm like, all right. And against someone like DCroft, DCroft's playing great defense, so it looks like he might need to break some out.
I mean, man, we watched this year. David Montgomery for the Lions throw a beautiful pass off a little halfback pass.
Yeah.
Finding Sam Laporta in the back of the end zone. So you never know what will break out, especially here in college football 25. We've hit the 2-minute timeout. Little sprint motion from the halfback. Newton taking the shot. That's double coverage. And he's lucky it's not going the other way.
That's dangerous.
He's trying to cut it off inside of that high safety. He needs to flatten the route out more.
Yeah.
Throwing with a lot of anticipation. I like the idea.
Oh, he had it in the hands, too.
He almost caught it.
That was good anticipation, but right on the break. Tough ball.
3rd and 9. There's a lot of 3rd and longs and 4th and longs.
Not a lot of 3rd and manageables right now.
Yeah.
The last second audible.
Newton.
Got a little trail on the right.
There's that motion. It's Newton back to pass. Hits the halfback. All right, does get to a 4th and 2. And I just have a
That's
feeling.
more manageable.
I have a feeling that he's out there on the field. He's looking at the punters. No. No. It's college football 25.
The punter is taking the day off.
4th and 2.
You can always run it, right? You can always run it with Cam.
There's the same route. Come watch that halfback.
Calvin moves all the way to the right side. He'll have to take a timeout.
Better than to call a bad play, I suppose.
You got to
burning
think
one.
there is still, even though he's a veteran, there's got to be some nerves right now, especially with how much is on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some nerves. These guys they're trying to focus in. They're trying not to think about, the prize at the end. And it's hard because it's human nature for it to just start to creep into your mind and you start thinking about it.
The Nissan Kicks is right there.
Right there.
It's not like we're going to it's right there.
Right.
You see it. Cam back to pass. In trouble. And DCroft gets another stop.
Oh, what's nuts, he had the quick out to the tight end, had leverage to the sideline, just missed it.
I think he was waiting for the running back to come open over on that angle route. And it just, again, that's getting pressure on the quarterback. It doesn't give him enough time to throw that football.
I'm curious, as a guy who was so good as a back catching the ball out of the backfield, were you a guy who loved the slip screens? Were you a guy who loved running those angle routes or those wheels?
I love the option route. Oh my God, the option route, that was my bread and butter because whenever I got one-on-one on a linebacker,
you're like
you're cooking.
You're not
good night.
That's like directly at you. He's like, I'm not looking anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the tutty too. A little switch
Over the
kick.
top.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, DCroft's been struggling on offense. That's huge, dude.
What a throw.
That's huge. He's been struggling off and with how good his defense has been playing.
He's chipping away, man. He's chipping away at this thing. He got the field goals. He's getting the scores.
You wondered it was just a matter of time. Enough field goals in the red zone.
Right.
It feels like, okay, but you're not going to get this 3 times in a row.
Exactly.
No, I'm having troubles picturing. Dime's got to put up some points. We got to get 3 right here at least. He does get ball half.
He has to come away with points here. That would be what's going through my mind now. 45 seconds on the clock.
Only one timeout.
Yeah, I'm down 7-20. I need to go at least get a field goal here to keep this within manageable distance.
What's nice for DCroft, though, on defense is that he knows Dime's probably going to be dropping back to pass, meaning that he can kind of gear up. Watch that left middle backer going to be trying to loop across into that right A gap.
Yeah.
That's DCroft's kind of bread and butter with this.
Too wide to the right side. Solo receiver to the left.
He's
going to go to the ground.
I see people do this sometimes. It's just like I think it's a killer.
I don't love it. I don't
killer.
love it in that situation.
If you get like the best look ever,
yeah.
maybe. Super deep post right
Yeah.
side. I just don't think he'll have time. Looper.
It's picked up. He's got a
Sheds that.
little bit of time, and he's
got
going to get
hit.
an intentional grounding. That's going to work as a
Is that
sack.
intentional grounding?
Yo, that's what he got.
Oh, man.
So now it's going to be third, and I believe the
Killer.
technical term is forever.
And look, here's the thing.
Third, and
you
you better
don't
hop
want to
in
give
the
the
Nissan
ball
Kicks and drive.
back to DCroft with, he's on
Yeah.
the. I mean,
Yeah.
what, you're on the 9-yard line? You got to punt this if you don't
DCroft's
get this.
got 3 timeouts.
This game can get out of hand real quick if he doesn't execute this.
Steps up. I really like that throw.
nice move. Nice move.
And I have a feeling he's not punting the ball.
I think you have to punt. I think you have
you
to. I
have
actually
to.
like it sucks to punt right here, but even if you get this, you're not going to get points probably. So it's like you get it, and who cares?
One timeout.
And you punt it. DCroft gets the ball 14 seconds on his side of the field. You have to play a little bit of defense.
So Dime says he hates special teams players, and then brings out the punter. He's like, I'm sorry,
Ends
I'm
up
man.
contradicting himself. I like this too.
Hey, man, listen, we all got a game plan until we get hit in the mouth.
Fact. Wisner right side.
Oh, no!
Angle to the foot.
Oh, no!
Starts to
Oh, no!
Punt!
Oh!
Oh!
Special teams does it!
He didn't want to punt, and that might have been the very reason why.
Wow, maybe that's why he didn't want to punt it. Dang. Wow, that might be a backbreaker right there, boys.
Flashback to watching this man in action. The punt return, the
good to watch.
creativity.
Wow. I love watching punt. Yeah, I
And
love
you
that.
had
Was
to-
that
and
was
you
a
had
hype
to
treat
love
for me.
seeing only the punter to beat, and you're like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to do this to you.
Man,
You did
listen,
your best.
I've never been tackled by a punter ever. Ever.
Never a sideline.
I would never allow a punter to tackle me. A kicker, no, that's not you're not allowed to do that.
The only one who did it, McAfee did it better than anybody. That's because that man is built like a refrigerator.
Oh,
Little run
I
play.
saw a little bit of vision.
This is going to be I mean,
All right.
the halftime discussion is going to be wild here.
be serious.
Because we went from a game that was really within one score, and Dime's having the ball, and we said these last 3 minutes of the half were so big. Gives up 14 points, including a punt return, and now it's a 20-point game. Even though he's getting ball, he's a lot of work to do.
And when you're a guy that knows that you play good defense, and now that defense is not there for you.
Right.
I mean, what do you do, right? You got to go back to the game plan. Now we got to adjust this game plan a little bit. We got to come out with some of those tricks, some of those tricks up his sleeves that he was talking about. He's going to need those in his second half for sure.
27-7. Reggie, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you. The amount of talent you guys had at USC when you were there. You played with a fellow Heisman Trophy winner in Matt Leinart. What was that locker room like with that much talent and really so many options out there?
It was awesome because we all pushed each other. Every single day in practice, we were facing the best competition. And we knew that, and we thrived in that. We felt like, okay, the defense is never going to see anybody better than this offense. So let's give them everything that we got. And the defense, on the same token, is saying, listen, we're the best defense our offense is ever going to see. Let's give them our best every single day. And that breeds success. That breeds championships. And that was really a big part of why we were so good, is because we had great talent, but we also pushed each other to be great.
And having a legend like Pete Carroll coaching had to help too.
Pete Carroll, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
Well,
it was great.
It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. You got to get ready because we got a championship moment
Ready.
coming up.
Yes,
Reggie
sir.
Bush, appreciate
See you guys in a second.
hanging out with us.
All right, man. Appreciate
Have
you.
fun back there because you get the fun part, which is handing out a little bit of hardware. 3rd and 10. It's
there we
picked
go.
off the other way.
The absolute last thing that could happen for Dimes, a turnover happens within the first 37 seconds.
Sim, now I got to check. Do you got your floaties? You
The
got
floaties
You
are
got a
good.
lifeguard out here
I
because
have to
it's
run to
turning
the-
into a flood.
I'll have to run to the hotel, see what we can pull up. This is not. DCroft probably just going to run the rock over and over.
You think that shoe clock's on?
That chew clock is certainly on. If it ain't, he's going to manually chew it. Conservative, see
Is there,
that?
by the way, is there anything more frustrating as a player than being down big and watching the manual chew clock where they
Manual
just
chew is
stand
tough.
there and you're
no,
like,
that's what we're going to see right here. We're just.
I mean, I'll be honest. If this is me playing cut at home, I've already hit the power button.
Oh, the
dude.
game's done. Game's done.
I'm in the kitchen making a hot pocket. Okay, I'm power off. We're done. 2nd and 10.
DCroft will pass. That's honestly,
he will.
If you're Dimes, you are happy to see him drop back right here. You just got to be one to take quick underneath for DCroft.
And he does take the underneath. He finds Steph Diggs. Perfect. 3rd and 2.
Man, I just feel like you got to be right on the edge of field goal range. I don't know exactly where he can kick from, so I just like the run right here. Get yourself in a position where you can go up 23 points, and it's just so, the probability of you losing so low. And he's going to go duo right here. Might cut it all the way outside like he's done a few times. It's blown up, though. You go. You go 4th and 5 right
You're
here.
not kicking 57?
Not kicking 50. Not in college. Not with this kick meter. Not with this kick meter. DCroft, one of the first times we'll see him. We saw him doing it in the red zone. Now here, another situation where not the red zone, but it is kind of a short distance. We're probably going to see more of a horizontal route combo. We will. Very much trying to stretch the field sideline to sideline instead of vertically like he does so much on a bunch. I like this a lot. It's going to be tough for Dimes to stop, but he has good pressure.
Good pressure, and Dimes gets the stop. Is it too little, too late? There's still plenty of time, but he needs to get 7 here. Cannot throw to the other team.
We got to get 7. We got to be pushing the ball. I don't want to say pushing the ball downfield. We got to be moving the rock. We can't be. His first touchdown drive was a long drive. It was a good drive, but it was a long, long, long drive. He's got to show that he could score quickly. There's that loop blitz. DCroft is doing a great job getting busy with the user, getting busy with that looper coming through that right A gap. DCroft in the 3-3-5 tight defensive playbook. 3-3 odd is that defensive formation, calling the play. Linebacker cross 3 fire. Really, really good. And again, it's one of those loop-style blitzes where you're going to have that linebacker start left side, go all the way around the D tackle, that nose tackle. There he comes again, calling the pressure.
Ooh, gets hit. Looking for that little like slant sit route over there, nowhere to go. Big hit. That's going to get a little wear and tear on the receiver.
Yeah, and that play is LB Cross Show 2, not LB Crossfire. Let's go auto motion left side.
3rd and 8, Newton back to pass. Dimes needs something. He's got a man.
Good ball.
Finally had a couple receivers open. It's Steph Diggs picking up a 1st down, and finally the offense getting moving.
Yeah, I love that little high-low on the right sideline, just isolating the flat defender. You got to be wary of the switch stick when you do that, but good read nonetheless. I just see maybe a deep in route instead on the tight end, but let's see. You got to stay. We haven't really seen him roll out consistently against DCroft, and mostly because DCroft is always containing. You double tap that right bumper, you're going to get those contains on the outside. Tough to roll out. Barely outflanks the flat. Tough throw.
That's got to be one of the more nerve-wracking throws when you see that
scary.
flat route sitting down there.
That is incredibly scary because you throw that pick, it's G's. Like, it's over. That's probably
yeah, that's not one of those picks that you're immediately getting tackled. That's one of those picks that's going straight to the end zone. Reservation for 6.
I like this. Something easy with big play potential. Got to make a guy miss.
Woo! He does. That's Isaiah Bond. Nice stop and go from Dimes.
I love that. You need things in your offense, even in this situation where there's so much pressure on you. You need a play where you can just kind of dump it off. Something easy, something light, with still big play potential, though.
Just the ground game, trying to get Kamara going.
No, Dimes actually not going to come out here without a fight. I like this.
I mean, he's a veteran. He's been around the block once or twice. He's been down in games.
And I know that Dimes made this comeback a couple of times. Thankfully, never against me. I've never really gotten up on him like this.
Oh, nice read. That looked like a curl route, stemmed up past the 1st down marker. 1st and goal from the 3. Here we go. V8 Dimes getting moving.
We can't get stuck right here, though. Cannot get stuck. He's going to stay in shotgun, too. Probably try to put. He had that one nice little dot early in the game, which I actually thought was like one of the best red zone plays I've seen. I just don't think DCroft gives it up again. I'd love to see touch pass right here, the little jet touch to the right side. That's what he's doing. DCroft going to try shooting it.
Whew, trying to get it moving. It wasn't a great shoot. It actually got picked up by a chip. But it looked like an indecisive cut from Dimes, whether you want to go outside or just cut it hard inside.
Right. Ideally on those, you're able to hook that end. You just couldn't hook them. This is tough. I like this, though.
This is the trips. This is the RPO bubble.
Yep.
He's actually sent Bond out on a route.
I love that.
What a creative play, and Bond doesn't catch it. He hit him right in the breadbasket.
So what Dimes just did right there is on that play, there's not a hitch route on that middle wide receiver, but when you motion him, he becomes a hitch, like a hitch hot route, basically.
Because nobody's supposed to block.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as you motion him, it becomes a hitch. Motions him back, he stays on that hitch. A smart routes him up. Really good route, just.
I think you gotta stem that a little closer because that happened like it sort of threw it right at the break.
Yeah.
And sometimes those receivers just don't get their head around. 3rd and goal. He's gonna give it. Shifty.
Shifty just went nuts.
End zone. Shout out to the Tennessee Volunteer, and he's not out of it yet. Dimes family, don't turn off the TV. It's only a 2-score game. a little bit of talk towards
I
DCroft.
respect. I mean, in this situation, you're down. You kind of got to get into your opponent's head, make him. You almost like trying to like get DCroft to do something stupid. I will say, that was probably Dime's first time ever punting in this tournament. It's kind of wild.
It's kind of
wild.
That's crazy.
It's kind of wild. That's especially for someone who like.
One thing I think you don't want to do, and it's obvious to say it. Uh-oh, Kamara. There goes Alvin, picking up first down. One thing you don't want to do for DCroft, if you don't get points on this drive, if he gets a stop,
It starts to
if
get
he gets
scary
a
for you.
turnover,
Your chest starts to tighten. It's like, ooh. And, okay, so this is like a super aggressive clock strategy. I've seen it before. I've seen it before. I don't know how like all the math works out. I'm not that smart, but it stops the clock.
Well, that's what's really happy. We've got a new segment here. It's called Civil Does Quick Math. Okay, so how many timeouts does he need to take?
We had a Mac minute. Well, Mad minutes.
So we got Math Minute with Civil. We're just going to go over your times tables. You got those going?
Yeah, I know those a little bit.
We're going to head to the fourth quarter. Chat, put your fours up. We're 5 minutes in game away from crowning a champion. It is DCroft with the lead, but Dimes got a little bit of the mo.
A little bit of life.
A little bit of life. A little bit of life.
And see, this is the thing. Like DCroft's in. He's not. I don't know. It's just scary, I think.
Newton steps up.
Those throw out of sacks are always super scary.
Third down and 8.
I'm curious, at what point does he hasn't done it yet where he sent the pressure and you're playing good defense anyway, so it don't matter.
Red pass, found him, possession catch, and now DCroft, little head nod because he knows it's milk time.
No, that red pass was maybe gas because the receiver's open. You just hold that down a little bit more on placement accuracy. You get that red pop up, can be inaccurate. Very fortunate it was actually on the mark. Now, one thing
that throws it behind it.
Yeah, throws beat pick. No, one thing though, worth mentioning, it's a 13-point game, not a 14. So 13, get 3, still
two-score game. That's big.
And I like Dimes to have a couple 2-point conversions here. Good clock management by DCroft.
Good tackle on the outside, 2nd and 10.
Especially too, we got to make sure we're staying. Got to be staying inbounds right here. Milk the clock all the way down. I see some people that kind of get caught up in this. They snap the ball right around here. It's like, no, milk it all the way down. Only way that Dimes ends up winning this game is a massive comeback that comes down to the final 20, 30 seconds. Don't even give him that chance, right? DCroft, this is a route company's called a ton. Let's see, and again, milking it all the way down. Man,
whole clock.
I would just love to see Dimes have some sort of like threat of pressure because at this point, it's just shed defense.
He's just rushing 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good defense.
I mean, that's what he's playing great defense around it too. Playing great defense around it.
3rd and 11. I mean, if there's one thing that Dimes could say, it wasn't his defense that let him down so far. His defense has been stellar against a guy in DCroft who does know how to move the ball.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how much that punt's actually playing a factor right now. Here's that play from DCroft. We talked about it earlier. Have that wide side wheel route from the halfback. Need to see his play art again if he's actually going to be setting it up with a little flat. He's not, so he's just going one-on-one right there. Curious what he saw to cause that. I might have missed it.
3rd and 11. Play clock down to 1. Newton takes the snap. Can DCroft pick up a first down?
There it is.
He goes the wheel. It's well covered. It's swatted away. 4th and 11. I thought we were going to see a pick, and DCroft is not even risking the 50-yard field goal.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like DCroft makes a predetermined read. So he went that halfback wheel by himself. He saw man-to-man coverage of previous play on the halfback. Nothing deep over there. He just assumed the halfback would win. Tried to anticipate it. Halfback did not win by any means.
Dimes needs this like we need oxygen. 4th and 11. Throws it right side. First down. And DCroft with a deep sigh of relief.
No, that corner route was cooking man coverage in DCroft's first game. Cooks man coverage right here. Really, really good route. Whenever you have those routes that are like high percentage man beaters and you know you're getting a lot of man coverage, via Dimes adjusting a ton of defense, great to go to. Tough dot, but good dot.
And what's crazy about this, watching this game, for DCroft, the offense has not been completely fluid. The offense has not been, nonstop flowing. But when he has needed a clutch play, he has come up with the read.
Over and over and over again. He's kind of put himself into some kind of tougher situations, too. Even on his first drive of this tournament where we saw first play was kind of bagged, second play might have been a pick, third play bagged.
Need a 4th and 7.
Boom, gets it, though. It's kind of like a little testament to who he is as a player. He's got a deep bag, and he's very, very good when it comes to the offensive side of the ball.
First down and 10, and he's going to go single back. Old school. Hands it off. Kamara stretch run. Picks up 2, 2nd and 8. He'll take it down to the 2-minute warning.
What's interesting is that Dimes called that early timeout to right before the third, and then this is just when he used his second timeout. I thought he was going to like burn all of them early maybe or something. Just called that first one.
A first down will end it. By the way, one of the great quality of life features in this game. Oh, ball's loose! And it's picked up by DCroft.
Yeah, DCroft's on, because I'll be honest, the chances of that happening are pretty low. That's kind of nuts that the ball came loose and he recovers it. Yeah, I'm actually kind of in shock. We're just going to watch this thing drip down to 2 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I would say one of the great quality of life additions in this game is if the other player doesn't have enough time to stop the clock, you kneel it down and it automatically rolls it down. I really love that.
I like that a lot.
I mean, I'm never in that position, but I do love it.
Rarely on this end.
Needs a first down. It's Kamara outside.
It's
Kamara first down.
Great job from DCroft.
Seal it up, fist pump. And just like that, as we take a look, this was the 4th and 11. This is the sealer.
It just gets that one-on-one coverage on the outside. The corner out's able to beat it. I mean, Dimes showing a bunch of different looks defensively. I just keep saying, man, I wish once or twice he would have just sent the outside backers, make DCroft hesitant just a little bit, because it felt like DCroft just got to a point where he was just chilling, just playing shed defense.
And it's just a kneel down. And DCroft not ready to celebrate until that clock's at 0.
DCroft is locked right now. He does not believe he's won.
It was a great game. I mean, that is correct. It was a great game. It will be one more kneel down from the first ever college football esports championship. DCroft has never been in this spot as a Madden pro. He takes down Dimes, and he earns a little more than pocket change. DCroft is your Nissan Heisman House Challenge champion.